Halo teman-teman pecinta drifting, drifter, dan juga semua orang yang terlibat di dalam industri drifting di Indonesia. Perkenalan, saya Akbar Rais. Saat ini saya adalah salah satu yang mengurus dari Indonesian Drift Series. Di tahun ini 2024 kita udah berjalan kurang lebih ada 3 round untuk kelas Pro dan ada 7 round untuk kelas Pro 2. Tapi ada satu hal yang ingin saya sampaikan di video ini supaya teman-teman pada saat menonton nanti kalian tahu dan kalian bisa menjadi seperti juri. Nah, apa yang akan kita bikin kali ini? Kita akan membahas scoring guide untuk IDS season 2024. Oke, pertama adalah soal kualifikasi. Kualifikasi ini kita akan mendapatkan nilai maksimum 100 poin. Bagaimanakah caranya mendapatkan 100 poin? Back in the days, pada saat gue pertama kali drifting, nilai yang subjektif dan objektif itu kebagi menjadi dua. 10% adalah nilai objektif dan 90% adalah nilai subjektif dari setiap juri. Tapi itu dulu. Untuk peraturan di IDS 2024 ini, kita mempelajari berbagai macam rules dari luar negeri, tentunya dari beberapa event di luar, dan kita akan merubah itu menjadi kebalikannya. 90% subjektif dan 10% objektif. Nah, kalau zaman dulu objektifnya itu berdasarkan dari nilai speed, nah kali ini kita objektifnya akan dari sektor dan clipping point. Nah, kurang lebih begitu penjelasannya. Jadi totalnya akan mendapatkan 100 poin dengan komposisi 70, 20, 10, 70 dan 20 ini adalah nilai objektif, 10% adalah subjektifnya dari seorang juri. Kebalikan dari yang zaman dulu. Nah, untuk penjelasan lebih lanjutnya lagi, gue akan manggilin dua teman gue yang akan menjadi juri di Indonesian Drift Series 2024. Oke, dua orang ini akan menjadi IDS Judge di tahun 2024. Di sebelah kiri gue ada Dino Haryo. Dia merupakan seorang RC drifter juga. Jadi sudah mengikuti perkembangan drifting dari tahun berapa, Din?
2012.
Dari 2012 dia sudah menjadi pengamat drifting. Di sebelah kanan gue, kayaknya gue rasa kalian semua udah pada tahu. Evan dulu juga seorang drifter waktu itu. Setelah starting tahun berapa ya?
11 kali ya?
2011 ya?
Ya kan lu yang pertama kamu ya?
Gue yang pertama kali sponsorin dia. Dan dia sempat menghilang, tapi sekarang dia udah kembali. Dan gue ngajakin Evan untuk menjadi salah satu juri di Indonesian Drift Series 2024. Tapi tenang, buat teman-teman yang pengen jadi juri, kalian boleh kirimkan CV kalian ke email yang akan gue taruh di description. Nanti kita akan ngajarin bagaimana untuk menjadi juri. Oke, sekarang gue akan menyerahkan ke mereka berdua untuk penilaian kualifikasi.
Welcome to the 2024 IDS Judging Criteria presented by me, Evan, and him,
Dino.
Okay, today we're gonna talk to you about the new judging criteria made by yours truly, Akbar Rais. Yes, in order for us to accomplish this new line of events the most subjective way possible, we will start by explaining to you how we're going to judge this whole show. First of all, drifting in IDS encompasses of many classes, but today we're gonna focus on one thing and one thing only. During your qualification runs, getting 100 points. Qualifications for that 100 points will be divided into 3 categories. First, sector. Second,
Clipping point.
yes, and third is the subjective point. Okay, the sector points will lead to 70 points. The clipping points will lead to 20 points. And subjective points will be led to be 10 points. So in total, you'll get 100 points. In this video, we'll explain to you how to get those 100 points. Okay, in this time, we'll talk about the first most important, biggest chunk of the score, sector.
Sektor akan dibagi menjadi 3. Total nilai dari semua sektor adalah 70 poin. Sektor pertama akan lebih besar daripada sektor-sektor yang lain, dikarenakan ada tambahan di sektor inisiasi.
In this sector, in order for you to get full 70 points, this sector you have to accomplish fully and thoroughly. Each of these tracks with 3 sectors. In these 3 sectors will total into 70 points. Say in sector 1 will be 25, in sector 2 will be 25, sector 3 will be 20 points. However, these points and these sectors will be determined later according to the track. Mistakes in the sector, it conclude into 2 things. Minor mistakes, which can be deducted by -5 or -10 points, or major mistakes, where the scoring stops at the sector you made your mistake. For example, during sector 1 and initiation, you did a full initiation, a full lock, and full throttle. And on the second sector, you go switching out, and you spin out, and some reason your car kind of stopped. The sector points will be stopped from then on. So you will not have a point on sector 2 and sector 3. Hence, you will be only counted for your sector 1. Apa yang dimaksud dari kesalahan major atau minor? Kesalahan major tidak terbatas, tapi salah satunya mencakupi spin outs, out of line, 2 tires off, straighten, and reinitiation.
Yes.
Kalau minor apa ya, Din?
Kalau minor itu, kalau misalkan kamu memasuki clipping point, satu ban atau satu ban keluar, itu akan digunakan minus 5 poin.
Minor juga deduction seperti koreksi, tapi tidak sampai straighten.
Yes.
Atau misalnya reinitiation, tapi tidak sampai straighten atau melintir.
Yes.
Minor mistakes in each sectors will be deducted individually from the total tally of each sector's points. For example, a correction on the second sector will deduct 5 or 10 points, such as corrections, such as reinitiations, but not full-on stopping, such as straightening out or going out of the track. One tire or two tires out can be deducted also during each sector's run. Clipping points. In order for you to get that 100-point score, we'll have that 70 point for sector, 20 will be clipping points. These clipping points will be determined by several factors and several types of clipping points. Number 1, inner clipping points. Number 2, touch and goes. And number 3, outer clipping points. The first inner clipping point will be determined by a simple cone or mass and guided with 3 lines on the track. A touch and go is just like a cone or a point where you just slip and slide. And the outer clipping point is determined by a box, usually on the boundary of the track or really near a wall. Inner clipping points. These inner clipping points will be marked by the 3 lines as described. The 3 lines and how to judge those 3 lines are very easy. First of all, in order for you to get full scores on these inner clipping points, you have to make your front wheels put an angle or where your bumper is at one of these 3 lines. The first line will achieve a 100% score, which is the nearest to the clipping point. A second line will receive a 50% score. And the third line, you'll receive a 25% score. However, if you miss the whole clipping point entirely, it'll be a solid 0% score. Touch and goes are a different thing. Touch and goes are there as key pointers for you to switch or slide through and from a corner. These touch and goes, however, cannot be overruled. If you go out too far or too in the touch and go zone, you will not receive a point. The third and final clipping point is the outer clipping point. The most interesting part about these drifting clipping points are the outer ones. In order for you to get full points on the outer clipping points, you have to do these with your car. These outer clipping points will be predetermined with a box. In order to get full points, you have to enter with both rear wheels into the clipping point at the start of the clipping point box and exit with both 2 wheels outside the clipping point box. However, if you enter it usually after the inside of the outer clipping point, you will not receive a point. So in order for you to receive a point on the outer clipping, you must enter before the start of the clipping point box. Mistakes such as corrections, line adjustments, 1 tire out, 2 tires out will be affecting your total 100% that clipping point score. For example, let's say you went full drifting, entered the clipping point box before the box started, and exit before the finish of the box, you will have a deduction. But entering the clipping point box after the start of the clipping point box, you will receive 0 points. Entering the clipping box and then lining out to the rear, having a 1 tire off, a slight correction to your angle, an adjustment on your line will result in a minor deduction or a major deduction in comparison to the mistakes the drifter has made. The last bit of the point to get that 100 points is the subjective style point. This judging criteria will only encompass about 10% of the whole total points. Hence, 70 is the sector, 20 is the clipping, and 10 is the judging subjective judge point. There are 4 criteria on this subjective judge point: fluidity, angle, style, and wow factor. Yes, wow factor. The fluidity will score 3 points. Angle will score 3 points, style will score 3 points, and we have an additional 1 point on the wow factor. In order for you to get all these 10 points, first of all, that person, drifter, must complete at least 100% of the sector score. So if you want to have these extra 10 points, you have to finish the drift from start to finish. You might not hit all clipping points, but you have the subjective line or angle or fluidity or wow factor, basically, right? However, let's say you do all of those. There are several key criteria in order for us to give you these 10 points where each judges can give. For example, in order for you to get the extra 1 point on that wow factor, you will have to be able hit all the clipping points right, and then we'll grant you that 1 point. Fluidity.
What is fluidity?
What is fluidity?
Yeah.
Glad you asked, Dino.
Yeah.
Fluidity is very simple. And according to our eyes, the judges or the spectators or the drifters, fluidity is determined of how the car slides. So for example, if someone is sliding a right corner, full lock on the left, he has to do it with commitment or partial throttle, but the car ain't wobbly. The G-forces ain't no effect, and the lines pinpoint on. And hitting that clipping point right will give you a full fluidity score. Angle. The angle is also very simple. If, say, you have a full lock angle, but then you adjust and full lock again and make corrections, we won't give you that score. However, if set angle is just right and you do it just smoothly enough, we'll give you that full angle score. Style. Style is a very subjective sport and topic, but style in drifting is very simple. Let's say the commitment on throttle, the smoke that is going out of the car, the way you switch and turn around, how fast you switch and turn around, and how fully brave are you when initiating something. For example, a full style score would be someone riding the wall of the outer clipping point, or someone hitting the inner just right and switching it very correctly on the touch and go zones. Those are points where we can give full on style. Wow factor, however, is different. That 1 point, remember, is based on the judge. So he might say, you know, it's a full score, but I won't give him the 1. Or I can say, you know, it's a perfect one, I'll give him a 1.
Ya, jadi lu kalau mau dapetin wow itu, harus tiga-tiganya itu lo.
Iya.
Kalau misalnya...
Nggak hanya tiga-tiga doang, Bray. Lu, sektor lu harus mantep. Dua. Clipping point masuk semua. Baru dapat wow factor.
Yes.
Apabila untuk mendapatkan 10 subjective point ini, tapi yang you big mistake, you akan dapat poin lebih sedikit. Contoh misalnya, let's say the clipping points kurang. You cannot get that total 10 points. You can only get 8. More mistakes, you only get 6. And more mistakes, you only get 4, 3, 2, 1, heads, and so on and so on. So it really depends on how you drive, your driving style, and how you commit to the drift itself. If you don't finish the drift, you will get 0 points. Apabila mendapatkan poin yang sama setelah antara objective score dan subjective score, maka keputusan akan ditentukan oleh 3 juri berdasarkan objective score-nya. Di contoh misalnya, subjective score-nya sekian, objective score-nya sekian. Let's say A mendapatkan objective score 68, tapi style-nya 10. Sedangkan B mendapat objective score 70, tapi style-nya 7. Pasti akan dimenangkan kepada A, dikarenakan objective score yang lebih besar. Dan keputusan juri adalah mutlak.
Tidak dapat diganggu-gugat.
Tidak dapat diganggu-gugat. In IDS 2024, the tandem format will be changed. These scores will now be in this way. The lead and chase cars will each have 5 points each on the start. And these 5 points will be deducted if one of them makes a mistake. The lead car will start and the chase car will follow the lead as its clipping point. However, if the lead makes a mistake, we'll deduct 1. The chase can also make a mistake. If they're wobbly, they correct too much and whatnot. Proximity is not a key factor. In the lead position, given a full qualifying style run, the chase must follow all its cues, such as its angle. A chaser will have a less points. Basically, if they have less angle or less fluidity, or let's say wobbly, or one tire out, and all those things will deduct on the chase points. In 2024, we'd like to focus more on the lead runs. However, the chase is very important too. Proximity is still a key factor in drifting. So let's say the lead run is okay, and the chase has full angle, has a better outside line and whatnot, but it's not as close, it will not get the points needed. Correct?
Correct.
Bener ya?
Correct.
Oke, itu adalah tadi penjelasan dari Evan dan Dino yang akan menjadi judge di IDS 2024. Kita melakukan perubahan ini nggak semata-mata karena kita mau sembarangan ngerubah peraturan, enggak. Tapi kita juga bersosialisasi, kita ngelihat beradaptasi dari peraturan-peraturan di luar negeri seperti Formula Drift ataupun di Drift Master. Kita mau ngelihat sekarang kita mengarah ke sana. Kenapa? Karena kita mau skill up para drifter. Kalau yang dulunya pada saat battle, kalau kita bicara soal zaman dulu, lo jadi lead, gue jadi chase, lo pasti akan kabur sekabur-kaburnya. Kalau lo punya mobil kencang, lo udah pasti menang.
Yes.
Karena lo bisa kabur.
Yes,
ya kan?
do it.
Tapi ada yang lupa satu hal, lo bisa kabur tanpa melewati clipping point.
Betul.
That's why tadi kita merubah cara penilaiannya adalah lead to lead akan menjadi penilaian nomor 1 ketika kita memutuskan untuk siapa yang menang. Dan yang kedua, Kita mau semua bisa lining yang bagus, ya, nggak sembarangan. Proximity is a key, ya
Yes.
benar. Tapi itu bukan yang nomor satu. Yang nomor satu adalah kalian harus punya good lead. Karena ketika kalian punya good lead, chase-nya
Pasti
pun
chase-nya
akan
lebih
juga
mudah.
lebih mudah gitu. Kita mau semuanya fair play dan kita mau semuanya berkembang. Nah, jadi itu aja kurang lebih scoring guide, dan mungkin kalian sebagai penonton yang di rumah yang sering nontonin live streaming, yang sering menjadi juri online, kalian bisa komentar di bawah menurut kalian gimana perubahan yang kita lakukan saat ini. Dan kalau kalian masih mau menjadi juri, silakan kalian email aja, gue taruh di description di bawah. Kita akan melakukan pembibitan juri.
Betul, and we'll see you on track.
Kenapa? Karena kita sudah mulai kekurangan juri nih. Kenapa kita susah banget mendapatkan juri? Karena semua orang takut ketika menjadi juri. Kenapa? Apapun yang salah, apapun ada yang nggak seneng, pasti semuanya menyalahkan juri. That's why nggak semua orang gampang menjadi juri. Nah, kita akan melakukan akademi buat para juri-juri online yang mau beneran ikutan jadi juri. Kita bisa ngajarin di sini, kita punya tesnya juga, dan mungkin kesempatannya nanti kalian bisa menjadi juri yang belajar di IDS sehingga kalian bisa nggak menjadi juri online lagi. Tenang aja, itu semua
Jadi
gratis.
nggak main hakim sendiri.
Iya betul, kan banyak banget nih
Ya,
netizen nih. Gitu.
jadi kalau mau
Perfect.
gibahnya profesional gitu ya, Din ya.
Ya intinya pokoknya kita melakukan ini ke arah yang lebih baik. Nggak berasa juga IDS ini udah tahun keempat. Dari tahun pertama sampai tahun keempat kita banyak sekali melakukan perubahan. Tapi ini semua buat industrinya lebih maju. Gua rasa itu aja dulu kita memberikan scoring guide. Semoga kalian juga makin menikmati menontonnya ya. Biar seru juga, kalian bisa menilai sendiri. Event tuh
coret-coret juga
bisa coret-coret juga, bener.
If you wanna be a judge like me or him or he used to be one, like I don't know, you can email.
Ya pokoknya itu aja yang kita kasih kali ini. Tapi kalau kalian mau memberikan pertanyaan ataupun memberikan masukan supaya industri lebih baik, kalian silakan tulis di kolom komentar. Nanti yang bagus akan kita wujudkan. Oke, Evan, thank you. See
Terima
you
kasih.
at the event, Dino. Thank you, see you at the event.
Bisa.
Oke, pada akhirnya gue mengucapkan terima kasih banyak buat teman-teman yang udah mensupport Indonesian Drift Series dari tahun pertama sampai sekarang, dan luar biasa banget sekarang peningkatan penontonnya pun juga luar biasa, peningkatan drifternya juga luar biasa. Mudah-mudahan sponsor makin banyak yang mau untuk mensupport kita supaya kita bisa bikin event di luar kota, nggak cuma di daerah sini-sini aja. Seperti kalian tahu ya, di Indonesia ini susah banget kita sekarang mau keluar kota, cost-nya terlalu tinggi, kita nggak punya sponsor, dan ini adalah target gue untuk bikin satu industri ini bisa jadi gitu ya, tanpa sponsor. Walaupun sekarang kita memang minim sponsor, tapi kita juga tetap semangat buat ngejalaninnya. Ya, dan mudah-mudahan nanti bibit-bibit baru yang lahir dari IDS bisa mewakili Indonesia di kancah luar negeri. Dan yang pastinya buat event-event lain yang ada di Indonesia, gue berharap kita semuanya sama-sama saling support dan bisa naikin standarnya event kita di Indonesia sehingga peserta-peserta dari luar mau balapan Indonesia. Oke, sekian dulu dari gue. Terima kasih. Sampai jumpa di IDS Final.